I have the privilege of sharing the faith story with you this morning. Pentecost is about remembering what the Holy Spirit dwelling in us means. It's reminding us that the Holy Spirit does actually empower us. And this Sunday, I want to share with you a faith story about the legacy of one woman inspired by the Holy Spirit to start an evangelism ministry over 40 years ago. Daisy Hepburn was a member of the Elim Covenant Church Women's Ministry and had a heart to share the gospel with the neighbors. So she rallied the ladies with inspiring leadership and started Spice of Life in the early 1970s. She focused on invitation to mothers walking door to door, inviting moms to fellowship with childcare included. Every Spice had an activity and the gospel message. She was focused on community and advocated to replace the rectangle tables with round tables for better fellowship, which is why Crosstown has all round tables today. After a number of years, Daisy was called to serve in a new location and she moved away. But her impact was so powerful and the ministry so meaningful that it couldn't end. Sharon Peterson led for a bit and then Bev Loman took the reins. And for almost 30 years, she led this monthly ministry. That is quite a legacy. Bev saw Spice of Life through the transition of Elim Covenant Church to Crosstown Covenant Church. She expanded Spice to include prepared meals and professional speakers. She carried on Daisy's vision of outreach, and there's documented Spice events of over 200 attendees. Low cost and good programming were always her priority, and to have a little fun. In 2013, leadership of Spice transitioned to Sue Burlin and Louise Danley. The frequency decreased to quarterly events, but an increased focus was put on quality of presentations and brunch. Over the years, Spice has hosted harpists and professional opera singers, shop owners and chefs, missionaries and historians, zookeepers and magicians, authors and gym teachers, all with the focus of presenting the wide giftedness of the people of God and celebrating that together. Empowered by the Holy Spirit, Daisy Hepburn went on to author a number of books inspiring more women into Christian leadership. And now, as Spice of Life closes its doors and officially completes its ministry, we celebrate with these leaders. We are thankful for the impact that Spice has had on thousands of women in the Twin Cities. And mostly we are grateful and in awe of what the Holy Spirit is able to stir into existence through willing vessels. We invite you to read more about the history of Spice of Life in your next Crosstown Connection newsletter. But right now, I invite you to join me in a thankful round of applause to celebrate the leaders and the cooks and the volunteers for all their faithful service.